Good day. My name is Mr. Ledger. I'm here to provide let's call it a private briefing. We're going to discuss a liability that's quietly draining capital from portfolios just like yours all across the country. You see, it operates in plain sight. And today, we unmask it. So let's just start with a very direct question. I want you to think for a moment about your own financial situation. What do you believe is the single biggest thing holding you back from building real wealth? I think the answer, well, it's going to surprise you. Look, let's get one thing straight. It's not your daily coffee. Forget all that noise. The gurus who want you to track every penny you spend on a latte, they're distracting you from the real issue. The actual culprit, the number one wealth killer. It's something most of us embrace. We even celebrate it. All right, let's dive in. We have to start with what I call the great misconception. Because at the heart of this whole problem is a belief that's been drilled into us by society. We've been conditioned to celebrate a financial decision that is, frankly, a massive mistake for most people. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your car, the automobile. You know how it is in our culture, right? Buying a new car, it's a milestone. It's a symbol of success, a reward for hard work. We pat our friends on the back, we like the photos online, but we never really stop to think about what just happened. They've just shackled themselves to one of the largest financial liabilities they will ever own, an asset that is literally losing value by the second. And if you think I'm exaggerating, just look at the numbers. They speak for themselves. In late 2022, we hit a record. 15.7% of new car buyers committed to a monthly payment of over $1,000. Let that sink in for a moment. Over $1,000 a month for something that is mathematically guaranteed to be worth less tomorrow than it is today. And listen, that $1,000 payment, that's just the beginning. That's not even the full picture. According to AAA, the average annual cost to own and operate a new vehicle in 2022 was $10,728. That's real capital. Money that isn't working for you, isn't being invested, isn't growing. It's just gone. Okay, so to defeat an enemy, you first have to understand it. You have to know its weaknesses. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to perform a financial autopsy on this wealth killer. We're going to dissect it piece by piece so you can see exactly where the financial bleeding is coming from. Now, when you look at the total cost of ownership, most people get fixated on the obvious things, right? Gas, insurance payments. But look at this chart. The biggest piece of the pie, by a huge margin, is depreciation. That's the silent killer. It's the money that vanishes into thin air, the value your car loses just by sitting in your driveway. And don't for a second think this is just a problem for people buying flashy luxury cars. No. Let's take a look at a very modest vehicle, a 5-year-old Honda Civic. This is supposed to be the sensible, economical choice, isn't it? Well, the actual total cost to own this sensible car for 5 years is nearly $44,000. Let me repeat that, $44,000. Even when you think you're making the smart choice, it's a massive financial drain. All right, enough about the problem. Pointing out the issue is easy. We're here for solutions. We're here for strategy. So this next part, this is the advisor's playbook. These are the specific, actionable moves you can make to turn this liability around and start winning. First, we have to tackle the number one enemy, depreciation. I need you to reframe how you think about this. It's not just, my car is getting older. No, it is an active, silent transfer of wealth away from you. Every single day that a new car sits in your garage, your net worth is actively decreasing. It's a hole in your financial boat. So how do we fight back? Simple. We use the 3-year rule. This is your primary play against depreciation. The rule is you never buy a new vehicle. You let someone else take that initial catastrophic financial hit. You let them absorb that first massive drop in value. Then you swoop in. You target vehicles that are 3 to 5 years old. This is a sweet spot. It's the point where that steep cliff of depreciation starts to flatten out. You capture the value after the biggest loss has already happened. All right, let's move on to the second wound, financing. Think about this. An auto loan is the mathematical opposite of an investment. You are paying someone, the bank, for the privilege of borrowing their money to buy an asset that is guaranteed to lose value. It's like paying someone to set your money on fire. And with interest rates where they are today, you're just adding more fuel to that fire. Look at your monthly car payment. It's split into 2 parts. You have the principal, that's the tiny sliver of your money that actually goes towards owning this depreciating asset. And then you have the interest. That's the bank's profit. That's their cut. It's a fee you are paying every single month simply to go backwards financially.
Okay, let's talk about insurance. For most people, this is just a bill they pay without thinking. It's a fixed cost, right? Wrong, that's a huge mistake. Insurance is a variable, and it's one you absolutely can and should control. In this industry, let me be very clear. Loyalty doesn't get you rewards. It gets you taken for granted. So here's the play. It's called the Annual Insurance Review. I want you to literally go to your calendar right now and set a reminder for 1 year from today. On that day, you will call your current insurance provider and you will ask for a better rate. If they say no, you hang up and you immediately call their competitors and get quotes. Then you call your provider back and you leverage those offers. You make them compete for your business. It's a simple 10-minute phone call that can easily save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
All right, now I need your full attention because what we're about to discuss is, without a doubt, the most powerful concept in this entire briefing. This goes beyond the money you're spending. This is about the phantom wealth you're losing. This is the opportunity cost. Let me just paint a quick picture for you. Two people, back in 2018, both have $10,000. Person A, the car owner, goes out and buys a car. Person B, the investor, takes that same 10 grand and puts it into, say, Microsoft stock. Now, let's fast forward 5 years. The car owner has, what, an older car worth maybe a few $1,000s? The investor? Their $10,000 has become nearly $30,000. Two different choices, two dramatically different financial realities. This is the critical takeaway, that $10,728 you spend on your car every year, it isn't just spent. It's gone. And you're not just losing the $10,000, you are losing every single dollar that money could have earned for you forever. The real cost isn't what you spend today. The real cost is the fortune you're giving up tomorrow. We are now at the end of our briefing. It's time to synthesize everything we've discussed into a clear, final directive. This is your action plan, your playbook. Here are your key maneuvers to protect your wealth. 1. You will exploit the depreciation curve. You buy used, targeting the 3 to 5 year mark, period. 2. You will conduct an annual insurance review. Make it non-negotiable. 3. Reduce your fleet. If you have more vehicles than you have drivers, you are wasting capital. Eliminate unnecessary vehicles. And 4. You must analyze your commute. The hidden cost of a long drive can easily outweigh the savings of cheaper rent further away. Do the math. So I will leave you with one final question. We've been told our whole lives that a car is a symbol of freedom. But I want you to ask yourself honestly, is your car driving you forward in life, or is it driving your net worth straight into the ground? Are you its master, or is it yours? The choice of how you answer that is entirely up to you. This briefing is concluded.